Pacific Rim the Black has received a release date, as well as a cryptic trailer, which we'll be breaking down in this video.
What are we going to do?
Initiate the drift.
Initiating drift.
Following up from the announcement made last October, we now have a trailer providing a little more insight to the animated series, without giving away much at all. The trailer opens with several aircraft evacuating a smoke-drenched Australian city, as we hear a report stating that cities throughout the continent continue to fall. We see a kaiju, which may be the one revealed in the initial announcement, rampaging through the city. We then get a few panning shots of a downed Jaeger, with imagery flashing in between. This Jaeger could be the newly revealed one, shown in the series' opening sequence, which is most likely the long-abandoned Jaeger that Taylor and Haley will be piloting. We hear that there have been multiple breaches, and an image of a sky filled with meteor-like objects is briefly shown. In this image, we see what appears to be a kaiju pushing Striker Eureka into a damaged Pan-Pacific Defense Corps building. Right afterward, we get a shot of Striker impaling this very same kaiju with its right pair of sting blades. We then get a very brief segment where we can more clearly see the long-limbed kaiju pushing Striker into the PPDC building, supposedly before its impalement. We're flashed with a close-up of a kaiju seemingly surrounded by an explosion or impact, before getting a few quick looks at the kaiju revealed in the initial announcement, smashing through a building and peering into a compartment of some sort. We're then barraged with a series of images, the first of which shows more meteor-like objects falling through the sky. The next frame presents us with an unclear visual of a previously unseen Jaeger crouched in front of something that appears to be frozen. It is uncertain what this frozen-looking entity may be, and the Jaeger does not seem to be the abandoned one shown earlier. Finally, we get a brief glimpse of two individuals, who may be Taylor and Haley, standing in front of what looks like a rising kaiju. It is said that the kaiju have taken over Australia, and help isn't coming, in what may be Taylor's voice. The trailer then cuts to the siblings in a con-pod, gearing up in drive suits and locking into their motion rigs over a rendition of the original soundtrack, before initiating a drift. Pacific Rim the Black comes to Netflix 4th of March, 2021. The trailer has answered some questions and raised many others. We now have a clearer visual of the abandoned Jaeger Taylor and Haley will be piloting, and can confirm it is a kaiju war-era Jaeger, making it a Mark-5 or below. This is evident by the presence of an older-style Pinocchio rig, which is not used in the newer generation of Jaegers. Striker Eureka's appearance in the trailer certainly warrants confusion, especially without confirming a date or location for its engagement with this long-limbed kaiju. The lack of context makes it hard to determine whether this is a flashback or something else entirely. This trailer appears to reveal two new Jaegers, with only a brief glimpse of the second one. We can't determine anything for certain about this second Jaeger as of now, but from what we can see, it appears to have a different design to the abandoned one. It's possible that the seemingly frozen body in front of this Jaeger is a kaiju taken down with cryo-weaponry, such as Horizon Brave's cryo-cannons. This cannot be confirmed with what little we've seen so far though, and we are mostly left to speculate. It's possible that the kaiju revealed last October may play a prominent role in this series, potentially posing as an arduous challenge for the siblings. We know from the trailer's video description that the kaiju are emerging from the ocean as usual. However, we do not yet know how these multiple breaches were formed. It is yet to be determined whether this is a desperate push by the precursors from the Antiverse, or something else entirely. We don't yet know when these events are set, or why Australia in particular is being targeted. Sydney holds significance as the home of the PPDC Council. However, it is not clear whether this is relevant to these new focused kaiju attacks. Another confusing aspect of the trailer is what appear to be meteor showers of some sort, seen in 2 of the frames. It's possible we'll receive more trailers leading up to the series' imminent arrival. In the meantime, there is much to theorise about and discuss, and much to look forward to. What we know for certain is that Australia is being overrun with kaiju, and Taylor and Haley won't stop until they find their parents, with or without help. That will be all for this video. Please share any thoughts or theories in the comments section. Thank you for watching.